Rich Steves, Managing Editor of TMC here at ITEXPO Las Vegas 2013. Joining me now is John Cray. He's the Director of Product Management from Zeacom. John, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good to be here.
Good. So we follow Zeacom. It plays heavily in the space, the contact center space that we talk so much about at TMC. And we understand there's some exciting news coming up very soon that you can sort of tease us about and tell us what's going to happen.
There is actually, yes. So we have a new major release of Zeacom coming out in a couple months, end of October 2013. And it's our 7.0 release. And in that release, we're bringing out a brand new user interface that we think is going to make a big difference for contact centers.
Yeah, and I think this ties into one of the threads that we've been talking about and that we cover a lot is the customer expectations have been changing, and I understand that your user interface sort of addresses that trend.
That's right, they really have. So a couple things about that. So one, actually in a previous video with you guys a few months ago, we talked about the way the market has been shifting. I think the expectations of customers and the way they interact with contact centers is changing. So the old days of waiting on hold on a phone, and getting the, your expected hold time is 10 minutes are going away. People are now, they want to be able to come in through their mobile devices, through a mobile app, maybe electronically communicate, maybe request a call back if they need to talk to somebody, but they don't want to wait anymore, and they want that immediate interaction. And the ways that contact center technologies have to provide that kind of interface, those are changing as well. So Zeacom is changing its way of queuing and routing interactions, of handling these new forms of electronic communication, and we have to change the way agents can handle those interactions with customers.
And ultimately, it's going to benefit everyone on that chain. The customer who's contacting the center is going to get a better experience. That agent is going to be better equipped to handle that customer, and ultimately that'll improve the customer experience.
It really does. I think there's a way. There's a number of analysts in the contact center space that are equating customer satisfaction with agent satisfaction. They're saying the happy agent equals a happy customer. So how do you make a happy agent? You got to give them tools to empower them so they feel like they're in control. You got to give them all the information they need to interact well with the customer, right? And then you've got to set up goals for them. Give them clear goals, not only for themselves, but for the teams they work in, so that they feel like they're part of a team. And that's what this new user interface is about. It's called Zeacom Touchpoint, and it's an intuitive, modern approach for agents to work with interactions with customers. When I say intuitive, it's a way where it sort of anticipates what the agent is going to have to do based on the state they're in when they're dealing with the customer. Gives them those options, gives them the power to control things, and it's very powerful.
Great, and it sounds like something that we're definitely going to be keeping a close eye on as we get closer to October. We'll be covering it on the site, of course, but if people want to know more about Zeacom and what you're talking about, your thought leadership, that sort of thing, where can we find out? You
can go to www.zeacom.com. We have a new white paper available on the site, Best Practices in Customer Communications, which I think is a nice way of sort of looking at your own contact center and whether you're doing some of the things that could make you differentiated with your customers.
Okay. We'll take a look at that. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.